The recent epidemic in Tonghua City, Jilin Province, has spread rapidly. The authority reported on January the 28th that an asymptomatic infected patient had infected more than 140 people, leading to the outbreak. The Public Security Bureau and the Prosecutor's Office of Tonghua City announced that they would start an investigation into this patient. However, it is believed that a cover-up by local officials led to the spread of the epidemic, and the responsibility was shifted to an ordinary citizen. On January the 28th, an official announcement on the patient zero who led to the outbreak in Tonghua became a hot topic on Chinese social media. The announcement said that the 45-year-old man, surnamed Lin, is an asymptomatic infected patient and the main source of the local outbreak. According to the announcement, the patient is a native of Hulan District, Harbin City, Heilongjiang Province. In early January, he was invited by a store in Dongchang District, Tonghua City, to promote products for sale, resulting in the infection of more than 140 people. Days earlier, the Jilin Provincial Procurator's official WeChat account also released similar information. The Jilin Procurator's notice said that the public security authorities had opened a case on the 17th to investigate his crime of obstructing the prevention and control of infectious diseases. The Procuratorate also intervened in advance to initiate a public prosecution, guiding the investigating authorities to obtain evidence.
This is very, very absurd. If this person is on a normal business trip, no matter what the situation is, visiting friends or relatives, traveling, this is basic human freedom. He himself did not know beforehand whether he had been infected, so he simply did not have the motive subjectively to commit a crime.
Lai Jianping noted that this case is a typical example of the politicization and administration of legal issues under an authoritarian system.
Everything is based on political needs, whether it is a crime or not, and what kind of crime it constitutes. These are not according to the general principles of law. No penalty without a law is a basic legal principle. But in authoritarian countries, criminal offenses are politicized and convicted according to political needs.
Mr. Liu, a local source in Tonghua, confirmed to Radio Free Asia that the store owners involved in this case were not only arrested, but their store was also sealed by the government. The impact on the surrounding area now is even greater, and how many people were taken away by the authorities is unknown to the public.
There are some local officials who are inept in controlling the epidemic, and they take an ordinary citizen, a sick person, to report to their superiors or to pacify public opinion and shift the focus of conflict. This patient himself is also a victim. He himself is very helpless, and yet you treat him as a criminal. So this is ridiculous to the extreme. The government's approach is very unpopular.
On the Chinese social media platform Weibo, netizens also questioned whether the government's approach was reasonable. A netizen said, "Isn't this a normal business activity? Why is it a crime? So being sick will be sentenced." Another said, "Can you be more specific? Why is it a crime for a person from Heilongjiang to go to Tonghua to do sales promotion? Did he sneak to Tonghua knowing he was infected, or by escaping from a quarantine site? None of this is clear. How can he be convicted?"
This is unreasonable. If such patients should be punished, I think the leaders of the central government should punish themselves first. The patient committed no crime. How could he know that? Even you didn't know. You controlled everything so strictly, yet one person managed to infect so many people. If this person should be punished, will you also punish people who died of other diseases?
Ms. Wang, a mainland Chinese, believes that the problem in Tonghua is not the patient zero, but the serious dereliction of duty by the local government agencies.
You've even been hiding how exactly the epidemic came about. The person infected is a victim himself. Once there were infected patients, you began to seal off buildings and lock down cities. You do not treat people as human beings. You control the whole city for your political achievements, put healthy and infected people together. Healthy people also got infected. You do not even think about your own crimes. What qualifications do you have to convict a patient of crimes?
It is believed that the Chinese Communist Party's cover-up caused the epidemic to get out of control and deteriorate the people's livelihoods. Instead of providing support, the government is frighteningly adding insult to injury. Now, Jilin Province is taking an even more brutal approach to suppressing these grassroots people who are struggling to survive and make ends meet.